Mm. You know, all I can think about with this shirt is that commercial. If your V is turned into a U. Okay, Princess, go see Daddy.
You must be live because I got a jingle.
I must be live.
I got phones that jingle, jangle, jingle.
You got phones that jingle, jangle, jingle?
It just did.
Please.
Instead of Spurs. I don't got Spurs.
You don't have Spurs?
No.
You
I
want
don't have
Spurs?
a horse anymore. I don't
Maybe
got Spurs.
Santa Claus can bring you Spurs.
I
Would
do
you like
need
Spurs?
No.
Hey, Suburban!
Okay.
Maybe Santa Claus will bring you a horse, and then you will need Spurs.
If that happens, I would be quite surprised.
Would you really?
No, actually not.
How you doing, Sub? Hey, Pickers! He thinks he'd be surprised if a horse showed up here for Christmas. Really? We'll only be married 40 years next month. So, I'm crocheting, if I can get it to uncurl. I'm doing what they call the Tunisian stitch. That wasn't me. I don't know.
See, but I got phones that jingle, jangle, jingle.
Hey, Jason, how's it going? So, we just thought we'd talk about the beef is home. And so last night, one of the things, and I'm sorry I'm being rude because I'm crocheting. Hey, C-Dean. So one of the things we did last night when we couldn't find the beef was we called the sheriff's department, and that was a comical phone call. But we called the sheriff's department and told them that
Thank you, Suburban. Congratulations on 40 years.
Thank you. And congratulations for you, almost 30. Next, at the 21st of October is 40 for us. So, we let them know that should their deputy be on patrol. What are you doing?
I heard something else that wasn't.
I know. That was
They
in
must
my...
have left as a
Okay.
tablet.
So, if their deputies that were on patrol in this area last night happened to see
Random
a cow or two
They're not
walking,
cows.
they're bulls, walking down the road, that please call us and we would be more than happy to meet them and bring the beef home. So, meantime, nobody found them. We did find them. But lessons that were learned.
This morning.
What? Lessons that were learned this morning. Their grazing area.
We found them this morning.
Yeah, we found them this morning. Their grazing area is going to be enlarged.
Well, that was the plan anyway.
It was. And that's the funny thing. We were planning on enlarging their grazing area tomorrow. Princess, please maybe go lay down.
Suburban said bulls, not steers. Come here.
Bulls, not steers.
Someone was supposed to bring the stuff to tend to that and they forgot.
Yes, somebody was supposed to come up here and tend to that for us, but there was this whole incident with a truck, and we're not talking about that. So anyway, it just coincided that they decided to escape. Lessons learned. I need much better boots. My ankles, my back is fine, and climbing the fence was fine. Little uncomfortable. I need to stretch a little more.
Hello, Rick Ballard.
Hi, Rick. Need to stretch a little more, but I most definitely need better boots for my ankles. You have been telling me that for years.
Did you say boot? Yes.
Boots.
Jason.
Boots.
Sturdy footwear that covers
I
the ankle.
have 2 feet, so I need 2 of them. I'm just looking at my hair. was so hot and humid first thing this morning that I have this on and I'm pulling my hair back because you can see in the back maybe it's all curled up. Yes, Jason, you can thank him.
What?
Jason said, "Oh, thank God." We were out walking around. We heard them. That was the thing. We heard them, but there's such dense woods in some of the areas that the sound actually echoed.
Well, and the straight path to the sound source might be more dense
Right.
than other ways, so the sound reaches you from other areas, and it's hard to tell where it's coming from.
So we were out walking around, found some really nice clearings for deer hunting.
And some really nice deer tracks.
Tracks. Because guess what opens tomorrow? Bow season. Sunday. Bow season opens on Sunday.
I didn't think you said boots. How do you know it was them and not that monster you guys were telling us about? I don't know what he's talking about. I think he's hallucinating. Have you been in the sun too much?
So anyway, yeah, let me tell you how dedicated I am to finding these beef today. The beef. I am deathly afraid of snakes. I had my 40 on my hip, so that was okay. But I am deathly afraid of snakes. And the timber rattlers are out right now. I still went out there. Where's the beef? At the house. At the homestead.
In the pen they're supposed to be.
Yeah. Julie is continuously checking because she's afraid that they'll get out again. No, not that kind of 40. You know, between a 9 and a 45? Yeah. That kind of 40.
Smith & Wesson's answer to the 10 millimeter?
I don't go into the woods without something on my hip. That's right?
Yeah.
Because you never know what you're going to find in the woods. You could find
coyotes.
The coyotes.
Hogzilla, yeah.
No,
feral hogs.
Feral hogs. Coyotes.
Snakes. Nope ropes.
Bears, I'm running. What else? Maybe some undesirable people.
I was going to say
two-legged critters. And so, that's what I did. I had mine, you had yours.
Yep.
And off we went into the woods. But we really found some really neat clearings in there. And all on Julie's property.
Yeah, I'm way back in the back. I thought we may or may not be over, and David said, no, that's still on theirs. It goes back further than that. It's like, well, then I know where I'm putting my stand.
And the other thing is, we found that somebody had a stand on Julie's property.
Yeah, that could have been. It's 2x4s are the stuff that was touching the ground is now on the ground, collapsed, and the stuff that's nailed to the trees is only there because nothing's hit it to knock it down. That's where it's been a long time.
Oh, I got a few of those.
Things.
Yeah.
You never know what you'll find in the grocery store here.
So
take a camera, go to Walmart.
So we actually came out of the woods, and most of us were out there, but not all of us were out there. So we were relieving each other because it was really hot and muggy, horribly hot and muggy, and the mosquitoes were.
Yeah, I cut fresh tracks and got a location on where they were headed.
Yeah,
and handed off to the other two, and they went and tracked them down. I went back to the house, hydrated some.
Yeah.
And
because somebody forgot to take something with him to hydrate.
Yeah, when they located them, we took them back out the halters and we led them back.
Yes, exactly. And so they are home and they are safe. And when we found them on the back of the property, they turned around and started walking back like, "Oh, hi, where you been? We've been looking for you."
There you are. Well,
So
there was that bucket of feed that got their attention.
well, yeah, a little bit. So anyway, lessons learned. I had boots on, but they were not sturdy enough. So I need a better pair of boots. I need a better belt.
Yes.
I need a better belt for the holster. Although I did show you that new holster that I want.
Mm-hmm.
It's the body wrap.
Yes.
So I might not need a better belt. Hello, Princess.
Well, I would.
And what did you? We learned where there's some very good, because we found a lot of palmetto fronds.
Yeah, palmetto fronds.
And so the deer were laying in those.
Yeah, there's some soft spots of clear soil there, and some of the tracks were obviously fawns, but there were also some other large ones. Let's see.
So, yeah, that's what we learned. Well, that's what I learned today.
Yeah,
I learned there was some really soft earth back there.
Yeah, there's some low areas.
Look at her.
Goes on like a Suburban said she loves that one. It goes on like a vest.
Mm-hmm. No, this one. Some of you younger folk won't remember this, but my age and older will. Do you remember the
Princess, go lay
belly
down.
button bands?
Go lay down.
That they used to have for babies that they don't sell anymore? Go lay down. Daddy said go lay down. It goes around like a belly button band. But you can wear it across the hips. You can wear it across
you can wear it
the
low.
waist. So, yeah. Really nice. And eventually I'd like to be able to get one of those. I think I could wear it more in the winter than I could in the summer.
I was going to say I would go get a regular belt for situations like this.
Mm-hmm.
That's more for concealment, because in this kind of weather, that thing around you is going to suffocate you.
Yeah. So what did you learn out there?
I learned...
You learned to wear long pants? That you should wear long pants?
No, actually, my legs are fine.
You scratched your legs up.
No, I got one scratch on my legs. My
and you used some fire water?
Yeah, well, that's from...
Call her around.
I did. As soon as I took my hand off of her,
yes,
she ran that way.
I know.
Princess, come here.
Go see Daddy.
Come here.
She just wants to lay up there. Let her up.
Come on.
Come on. Good girl. She's a little needy.
Well, there's storms around us.
Yeah, there's thunderstorms.
All right. Don't get carried away. Lay down.
Let her say hello. Look, Princess. Look. Okay, I'm going to move you guys for a minute. Princess. There she is.
No.
Princess, look.
Yeah, well, you called her.
Yeah, well, I wanted you to look. I didn't want you. Remember a year ago, our puppy? This is her.
Are you okay?
Yeah.
And lay down.
Oh.
We got evidence. I didn't clock you in the jaw. Here's the dog.
Oh, that hurts. It hurts all the way up to the bridge of my nose. Wow, hi. Hey, Lone Star. So, the beef is home, and what we learned. What did you learn out there?
I learned that nobody listens to me. It was, we got there and everybody scattered. And I'm like, excuse me. You know, that's why I didn't have water. I was trying to organize in some sort of a fashion. And it was more me reacting to where everybody else did their thing. So, okay, well, that leaves that gap. I'll go that way.
Daisy, Princess is allowed there. Be quiet. Yeah. Come here, Daisy. Okay.
I learned that y'all need to learn the difference between cell phones and radios.
I didn't have a radio.
I know. Nobody did. I said, here's radios, and everybody along. I got my phone.
Because we could yell. We were in good yelling.
And when you get close to the cattle and you start yelling, what are they going to do?
Walk up to you and go, hey, where you been?
Except for when they hear different voices, you know. Anyway, coordination's much easier if you don't have to dial. You can say, hey, and you name the person you want to speak to.
I just hit redial. You were the last person I called.
Yeah, but the only person you called was me over and over and over. And that's why I got these scratches, trying to maneuver a phone while working through all of the briars. Anyway.
Okay.
I learned we need to work on our tactical process a little bit.
We weren't being tactical.
I know. That's kind of the point.
We were cow hunting. We were not tactical hunting.
But the same principles apply in how you coordinate movement through the brush. As opposed to everybody take a direction and go stomping.
I was quiet.
Yeah, okay. You might have not been making noise on purpose, but quiet was not on anybody else's agenda.
But I was quiet.
Even the son-in-law, who's usually stealthy, I could hear him clomping around over there.
But I was quiet because I thought I saw a tent out there, and turned out it wasn't. Thought I saw like a tannish colored tent. What it was actually some palmetto,
dried up palmetto fronds, yes,
that had come over, and they were shaped like a tent. I'm sorry, Sub.
She said cow hunting. I don't know why, but I'm laughing so hard I'm crying. Yeah, well, it's kind of entertaining around here.
Well, I go food shopping and cow hunting. Remember when we got married? I never said grocery shopping. I always said I'm going food shopping.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I learned. I have my own unique language sometimes, and, well...
Yeah, hence some of our arguments, because I speak English.
Only because you say things like that. So anyway, thank you, Sub.
So, yeah.
I'm awesome. See, she said so.
I never said you weren't awesome. You're also confusing at times, because, like, I only speak English, a little French, and a little Italian.
We've been married 40 years. You should speak Donna now.
Well, I do sometimes. I usually translate for everybody else, but sometimes it's like, can you put the wheels down on that next time it goes by? Because it missed me this one.
I have a problem also, and this is a problem, because when I get really anxious or upset about something, I speak backwards. Right?
Yep.
It's not that I say an entire sentence is backwards. I just...
Verbal dyslexia.
Yeah. I don't say words backwards. I say things backwards. Men never learn life. No, they don't. They never do. And yet they're so easy to figure out. You're predictable, but I love you. So what did you learn?
We're simple creatures. I learned that next time before we do anything, I got to slap you all upside the head and sit you down and say, okay, here's the plan. Because everybody going scattering off into the woods is not a plan.
But there were four of us, and you only brought 3 radios.
Because the other one was already there.
Snuffle, snuffle, snuffle.
As an ex-rancher, this has been flashback time. Thank you for the laughs. Yeah, it went okay. What? I'm pulling up the holster so you can say what it actually is.
That's not it. Is it?
Well, I hope so. Well, if
no, because that's got a pocket in it.
Okay. Magazine, holster, magazine, belt.
No.
That's the one you said before. I showed you the picture. You said, yeah, that's it.
Nope, that's not it.
I'm glad I didn't order it.
Do you see this?
You called her.
I did. What? You didn't knock out my teeth? You want another shot?
Oof. Oof.
Okay. So, what else did you learn?
I learned if you acknowledge the dog's presence, she climbs in your lap. Well, she's just going to lay down next to me. She just
Yeah.
happens, rather than go all the way around.
So, yeah, I really do like some of those clearings. We can put up a couple of stands.
There's a couple places I saw on the right that were okay for short range bow, maybe black powder. But back in where the palmetto fronds were, there was a lot of deer track, and some of them looked to be pretty sizable.
And you can start bow on Sunday, and black powder.
I'm not going to hunt on Sunday.
I know you're not going to, but officially
the season starts
on Sunday.
Yes,
you can. We just looked this up. Black powder starts on the 30th, and regular season
a week after that.
A week, yeah, in October.
Oh.
Yeah, just shake a feed bucket. Yeah, you did some. So
I'm stealing the power supply. My computer just went away.
Okay. Steve's power supply died, and we paid to have it here today. So Amazon, if you're listening, I'd really like to have it, please. What
Actually,
else?
If you're going to be specifically
technical,
yes, technically, your power supply died because when mine died before, I bought a new one, and yours started getting twitchy, so I swapped with you.
So it made it mine.
And so
you
were using my power supply.
No, you gave me it. So technically,
I didn't give it to you. I was just letting you use it. No. I fixed the other one twice, and then it finally died entirely, so I ordered a new one.
So, anything else you found? Learned?
Anything else I learned?
We don't like nope ropes.
I already knew that. I didn't see any.
I know. And that, you all have to understand how afraid of snakes I am, that I went out there knowing the timber rattlers were out. Mm-hmm. And I had anything that looked suspicious, like I had to move. I had a big long stick that I moved things with, including tree branches that something could be up in the tree.
You asked things I learned. That was not really learning something new, but reinforcing something I already knew.
Okay, what's that?
That take a few steps, stop, look, listen.
Yeah.
Listen for this, whatever's moving. I mean, I found a lot of squirrels and other things out there roaming around. But I also...
No, see, we didn't see any squirrels where we were.
No, because you didn't stop and listen.
Yes, we did. We would take about 5 to 10 steps and stop.
But anyway, found the squirrels, found tracks of various kinds.
Yeah.
And just knowing where you're going to find tracks. I mean, if it's dense leaf mulch and things like that, you're not going to have as much chance of finding it. So, in the softer spots, I studied for sign and found.
You know what else we didn't see down the path we went? We didn't see any doo-doo of any kind.
Didn't see any anywhere.
Any deer, any bear.
I saw
no doo-doo.
Saw some deer. No bear, no canine type stuff, but I did see some deer. Of course, I did see a couple of trails that they're using.
The reason I took my sidearm with me was because we have a lot of coyote around here, and I was concerned about going back there because of the coyote.
Yeah. Unless there's a group of them, they're going to avoid people.
There's always going to be a group, though.
Not necessarily.
They howl to each other to keep in track, and if one starts going...
I'm in the subdivision and we dumped play sand to see tracks. Yeah.
Yeah.
I've done that in other areas where I wanted to be able to see if deer were coming into a certain area. You put up the game cam, but you throw out sand or rake all of the leaves away to put a sandy spot if you can, so that it's good place to see it. And we always would, when we put out, you're allowed to bait deer here. So when you put the feed out to bait the deer, you always raked around it or smoothed around it so that you'd know if it was fresh tracks to the next time.
Deer you can bait, bear you cannot.
Right. It's got to be 2 weeks No
And
bait.
that makes it so difficult because doesn't bear season
Overlap,
coincide
yes.
with deer? So technically, if you put feed out for the deer and there's a bear standing there,
Technically, you can't shoot it over the feed.
exactly.
Well, I put a sign up that says very specifically, any and all feed placed at this location is solely for
The purpose of deer.
the purpose of feeding the deer and the turkeys, and any bear trespassing on my feed will be shot.
And that's the other thing, turkey season. There are so many wild turkeys, but
Turkey season's
season
in the
in
spring,
March.
or April, depending on the
So like that really messes up Thanksgiving and Christmas. Just
No,
saying.
you got to shoot it and stick it in the freezer, or
No, we
raise
just
your
grow
own.
our own. We raise our own. So anyway,
You just stand outside, wait till turkey season, and stand out by the pen where the turkeys are, because they gobble and call, and the wild turkeys come up right outside. Coyotes don't attack people. Normally, occasionally they will.
But you got to remember that we were hunting cattle, and just wanted to make sure that.
Suburban said, "I can't believe it's hunting season. We never did anything until a hard freeze."
I know that.
If you wait for the first freeze here, you might not get any hunting in until
we
December.
And that's not necessarily because sometimes we don't get our first freeze until after Christmas.
Yeah. Here, I have been hunting where I have a long sleeve camo T-shirt just to break up my outline, and a pair of pants. That was my hunting attire because it was sitting there sweating.
And you also have a jumpsuit that you wear because sometimes you've gone out and it's been really cold.
I have the regular hunting wear, but
jumpsuit. There are faster ways to get over there. Come on. No? Do you need to go outside? Daddy, she needs to go outside.
Or maybe she's trying to tell me the truck is here with me.
Okay. Around here, son-in-law's brother-in-law does tree trimming for the power company. He goes out and cuts all the trees away from the power lines and stuff. And he said, I think it was back in the spring, maybe it's been last fall, I'm not really sure on the timeline, but it's been within the year, that some of his guys were out there in the field and they were trimming because of where the power lines, and they ran into a pack of coyotes. And
yes, Amazon was listening.
Oh, Amazon was listening. Okay, well, put that on your computer in case it blows up.
That's fine.
I'm sorry. And I'm sorry he shook that. So, they said before they realized it, they saw one and they were... No. They were howling and calling to each other, and they realized they were almost surrounded, so they quickly exited the area. So we have, well, like we did with raccoons this year. 7 here and 1 at Julie's.
Yep.
Yeah, right out back. 7 of them right out back. Now, we were either baiting with marshmallows and anise or black licorice.
They like the anise and black licorice stuff better.
They like the anise?
Yeah, not than the black licorice. The anise extract.
With the marshmallows?
No, just the regular dog food. The marshmallows weren't that big.
Oh, that's right. You did regular dog food with anise too, and they seem, out of everything that we baited with, that's what they seem to like. So I was telling you, I'm sorry, I got way off course. I was telling you about, we notified the police last night, the sheriff's department, in case the beef had been seen on the side of the road. And the question that they asked, which, yeah, they do make a chirping sound. The question that the dispatcher asked last night that really, things that make you go, if our officers see the beef, do you want it back? No, we're raising it for you to have a good steak. But Julie, luckily, was on the phone and didn't say that.
Yeah.
So they asked if we located the beef, if we would call them back so that they could close it out. So this morning when Julie called, obviously other things happened and that wasn't in the turnover. It wasn't covered. So Julie called back and talked to the dispatcher this morning and said that we had located the beef and it was back in its corral, kennel, whatever you want to call it. And pasture, yeah. And the dispatcher said, "Excuse me? Cows? You had cattle that got loose?" And Julie said, "Yes, and I'm only calling because last night the dispatcher asked me to let you know so you could close it out." He said, very well. Thank you, ma'am. But you had cattle that got loose?
It's a pretty simple thing. Big brown thing. You know?
No, yeah. One of them's black. Brown and black.
Just rough conceptual brown. They're not black and white. They're brownish, a little variation.
Something we're going to try new this year that we don't normally do is keep hides and furs.
Oh, tanning the hides and stuff, yeah.
And the eat your bunny foo-foo, hop into the pond, scooping up the peel mess, I'm on the head.
No, I'm gonna scoop up the bunny foo-foos and walk them on the head.
So anyway, that's what the beef are home, and that's what we learned, and that's what the day is like today. How's everybody else's day going? Hoping everything's going all right. Little bunny foo-foo, hop into the forest, scooping up the peel mice, I'm on the head. You tried to bop me on the head.
No, I tried to bop bunny foo-foo.
Oh.
So I leave the field mice alone. Sheesh, don't you pay attention?
No. 40 years, you don't? You've got to ask that question?
They're just, throwing it out there occasionally sometimes.
So anyway, I would crochet, but Princess was all up in my hands, and I don't like to crochet until I wash my hands, because if I give something to somebody and they have allergies, I don't want it to be on there. Although it's already in the house, so I don't know what difference it makes. Oh,
that's your specialness. It's okay. We understand.
I know. There is something that I wanted to share in case you did not know. I have written the first booklet in the series. The series is Are You Ready? The first book is How to Begin. Between last night and Saturday night, I will have a drawing to give away a copy of the first book. If anybody is interested, go to there. I'm just going to say you can put it in this video. You can put it in the two that we did yesterday. Don't go any further back. Anything that we uploaded yesterday and today, anybody that would like to be put in for the drawing, just write in the comments, I'm in, and we will pick on Saturday evening.
But in the comments on one of the videos, not in the chat.
Yeah, not in the chat here, in the comments in the video.
You want me to throw the link up for the book or no?
Yeah, sure. And if you have Kindle Unlimited, it's free.
Because you're already paying for Kindle.
Yeah, because you're already paying for Kindle. So, anybody have anything they want to talk about? Anything they...
Questions, comments? What was it?
I shared the cutest meme today on Facebook. Pull up Facebook real quick, my thing, because I want to get this correctly. I want to get this correctly. That's good. I have years and years of English teachers just spinning with that comment. Let's see. That would be me. I'm sorry, guys. Don't mean to be rude, and I am, and I'm sorry. Let me see. Not that one. Not that one. That one.
This one?
That one. Okay, and it says, could you leave it like it was? I could see it better. I can't see that. Thank you. Hurricane, you say? Darling, this is the South. We only panic if there's an inch of snow in the forecast. Because that's the truth. Okay, guys, well, we're going to cut out. Just thought we'd let you know the beef is home. Thank you for all your prayers and your well wishes. It was much appreciated and very comforting. So anyway, I guess we will talk to you all later. As always, have a safe and blessed day, weekend, and week, and share your knowledge. Bye-bye.
Bye, y'all.